Okay, we're back. Really quick in between videos, I just ran outside the woods and got healed up to full and picked up 2 more fairies. That's all. That's all I missed. I just figured that would probably be a beneficial thing to do before we move further in the dungeon. We won't be this close to the entrance again. We're going in for the long haul at this point. But yeah, it's very close. There's just south of the forest. There's like the shooting game, which is where the the fortune teller is in the light world, and just to the just to the left of that building is a rock you can run into with Pegasus boots that drops 2 fairies every time. So I just did that. Anyway, this is sort of the main thing that's been blocking our progression. To be honest with you, as I don't know how you like. I think the only way you would figure that this is what you're supposed to do is that you just got this item. But when you shoot the fire rod at the centipede, it burns up. I don't really know why. Again, I think it's just like you're supposed to figure it out because that's just how it works. You get a new item and then you use it in the dungeon. Anyway, this is kind of a complicated room. As you can see, it's like a little confusing to navigate. Anyway, I can't access that treasure chest, but I can go up and over here. So you're kind of navigating blind a little bit. Ow. There we go. And go this way, this way, this way. There we go. And we don't have the key to go in there. But, I always, the second half of the dungeon always feels a little more straightforward to me because at this point, they can't hide anything from you. It's like, oh, there's no point, there's no sense in having an offshoot path because you've already got the map, you've already got the compass, probably, I hope. You've already got dungeon item, you've already got the big key. All they can throw at you is small key doors and little puzzles. Ah, shit, I turned into a bunny rabbit again. Moon Pearl ain't doing shit. Oh, we're good, we're back. We're back. And there's my key. So good. Man, the Zelda dungeon is really our fun, though. I mean, just even doing this is just so much fun. Wait, what was the point of upstairs in this room? Am I insane? Was there even a point to upstairs in this room? There was no point to upstairs in this room. I guess the point of upstairs in this room is just to give you an easier way to get to the south of it. But you don't know... Whatever. Whatever, man. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It just feels good to find a key or whatever. Wait, what are we doing here? There we go. I can never remember like how to exit. Like which I just kind of every time I go under the bridge start as if I don't know a damn thing. Okay. This room is complicated to navigate. And in my many attempts at fighting the boss of this dungeon in my life, I feel like I have like I don't know. I got serious deja vu in this room, or like PTSD maybe would be more accurate. Okay, well that wasn't so bad. Oh yeah, there's a little secret for you. These things just die in one hit from the flame rod. Quite a useful trick. That's 2 for 1 right there. Also, the fact that your magic rod is so important at this point is like probably like the main motivation for getting the half magic before coming to this dungeon. I just think there's not really any other places in the game that ask you to... What the? I don't know what I just did. Oh, there's a door. I see. Ah! Oh my lord. This is just me killing enemies because I'm a violent man. At this point in time. There you go. Yeah, I just don't... There's not really anything in the game that asks you to use your magic to this degree. Since like the beginning of the game with the like lantern. Which, obviously this is kind of like an upgrade... Oh, don't mind if I do. This is kind of like an upgrade to your lantern. In that it has range and does damage instead of just lighting lamps. But, as in exchange it costs more magic. Okay, this is it right here. This is our boss fight. So get ready. I'm gonna get ready. Here's how I get ready. I create a safe state. Because I just think I'm gonna need it. Hello, Mothula. Okay. So the best strategy for this guy is to blast him with the fire rod. Obviously, that takes magic. Oh boy. But the hardest thing about this fight, as you can probably guess, is not the boss itself, but the constantly moving floor and sliding spiked blocks, in my opinion. Oh, we're still good, we're still good. Okay. My understanding is it takes 8 hits from the fire rod to kill the man. Oh, I'm out of magic. This is why I brought the magic potion. I knew I would need it. Okay. We might be doing okay here. Yeah, I think it's 8 hits, but doesn't sound like much, but 8 can be a lot. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That was not so bad. That was actually extremely good. I could have seen a world where that took all day. And it's because I've lived that world. That was how it was when I was a kid playing this dungeon. That's how it was when I played this dungeon like 2 or 3 years ago. I had to load my save on this so much. Anyway, we got a freaking maiden. We saved a crystal or something. I guess we got a crystal and saved a maiden. We didn't get a maiden. I mean, we kind of did. I don't know. She's going to tell us some stuff. She can escape from the clutches of evil monsters. Yeah, no trouble. Do you know the prophecy of the Great Cataclysm? I'd like to hear it. If a person who has an evil heart gets the Triforce, a hero is destined to appear, and he alone must face the person who began the Great Cataclysm. If the evil one destroys the hero, nothing can save the world from his wicked reign. Only a person of the Knights of Hyrule who protected the royalty of Hylia can become the hero. You are of their bloodline, aren't you? Then you must rescue Zelda without fail. Do you understand? Sure do. What about you? What about, like, the other 3? May the way of the hero lead you to the Triforce. Like, I get it. She's the princess. I want to save her too. It's not about not wanting to save Zelda or anything. It's just, you know, there's a time and place for these things. Anyway, that's another one down. Only 4 dungeons left here. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And 4 is just to the south of us. And if you can believe, there's honestly not much more to do in terms of, like, you know, after the last... Well, I guess after the last dungeon, there really wasn't that much to do either. There was like 1 heart piece I got, or 2 heart pieces or something. But after the first dungeon, there was a lot to do. But honestly, at this point, well, that was not optimal. Actually, maybe it was. That might have been optimal. Hold on. Let me cook. Oh, you know what's optimal? That didn't work. I should have known that was how it was going to work. I was trying to get it to take me to the front, as you can imagine. This'll work. Was there, like, any rooms we just didn't go in straight up? There was. We didn't go into the room just to the right. Well, now I kind of... Well, I'm curious, but I'm not curious enough. I got everything I needed. The only thing I could have maybe missed is a shortcut or some rupees. I don't know. I'll live. But yeah, there's really not much to do, which is my way of saying we're just kind of headed straight for that next dungeon. We're headed straight for number 4, and we're just going to go right in. But yeah, I'm recording a bit ahead. I mean, I usually record a little ahead, which I'm sure I've mentioned, but I'm recording a little slightly further ahead than typical because officially, as of a day of recording, tomorrow is when I start working at Best Buy. So that's, I don't know, kind of scary. But I'm trying to build up a bit of a backlog here so that, you know, I don't have to stress about getting a video out while I'm trying to learn the ropes of the new gig, as it were. I don't think there's anything here, but no. What goes on in here? But yeah, even though I'm starting tomorrow, my boss, or my new boss, I guess. Hey, that's pretty good. Good thing I emptied out my rupee deposits. Good God. Still hasn't told me what time to come in, so I don't know. He told me he wants me to come in, or he told me he's probably going to have me come in Thursday, which is tomorrow, as of recording. I think the day this episode goes up, it's gonna be Friday. Like I think I'm starting tomorrow for me. Or no, wait, I think this is gonna go up on Saturday, this video. Yeah, this is Saturday, so theoretically, the day this video goes up, I'll have been working there for 3 days. In such a dangerous world, select something that you like. I honestly don't really want any of this. Maybe I'll take the, I guess I'll take the potion. I don't know. Why not? As I said, it is better than than fairies, you know, in terms of quantity of healing. Eat shit. I don't know if there's really anything else to do here, to be honest. I know we already got the heart piece from... This looks bombable. It doesn't sound bombable. It is, in fact, bombable. Yeah, we already got the heart piece from the chest game, so I don't know if... I think that's pretty much the main thing to get here other than the dungeon. Oh, shit! Okay. Well, I guess it's fuel for the box game, or something. Alright, well in that case, I'm going to just stop exploring, because it doesn't seem like there really is anything besides rupees around. And if I found another box of 300 rupees, I couldn't even take them home with me. There's our chest game. Alright, well, we remember this. We saw this earlier. It was down here. Remember, we came in here, we poked our noggins. This is it. This is level 4, the Thieves' Hideout or something? Or maybe that's what it's called in Link Between Worlds. I don't fucking remember. Okay. Kind of an interesting dungeon. There's our map right off the cuff. Yeah, as you can see, it's basically just this like big bunch of huge rooms with a kind of labyrinthian layout here, as you can see. It's full of these I don't know, dragon-looking dudes. There we go. But it's kind of a similar gimmick to what we saw at the end of the last dungeon there with the bridge where you can't see what's going on underneath. There's a little bit of that at play, you know, like doorways and stuff that you can't see because they're underneath a wall or whatever. But I don't think of this as a difficult dungeon. I kind of, if anything, this one almost feels like a halfway checkpoint of the Dark World dungeons. It's like, okay, you've done the first 3 Dark World dungeons. You're used to what it's like. You know, you're accustomed to Dark World dungeonhood. You've been in some scraps. You know, you're a real hero or whatever. Wait, can I hookshot my way out of here? No. I didn't think I could, but I didn't totally remember. Yeah, and then this one's just kind of like a, all right, just relax, you know. Here's a silly one, because the next 3 are all going to be hard. The next 3 are all going to be hard again. You know, not that this one's a walk in the park or anything, but I think it's the easiest. Maybe not the easiest, but certainly easier than the previous. And also, I mean, notably, one of the dungeons you can do out of order. We came here, I don't think there was anything stopping us from doing this dungeon second. Like, after knocking out the Palace of Darkness in the east, I think we could have, if we chose, come straight here and done this dungeon. I don't think there's anything we needed. I don't think we needed the hookshot. I don't think we needed the flame rod. Or will need. Let's see here. Okay, I haven't been down yet, so let's see if I can't find a way down. That looks like either of these could be ways down. That's a way down. Looks like they were both ways down. Alright, so here's a room we haven't been. Surely there's something of note. Not there isn't. But yeah, I always liked the dungeon. I always liked the flavor of this dungeon. I think the concept of having a dungeon in a town is something that I always enjoy in a game. Like, not even just Zelda, but like... I think I talked about this in Dragon Quest IV a little bit. I'm a sucker for like mine plots. Where there's like they're digging and they find something too deep and the town starts suffering or whatever. You know? Fire coming out of the monkey's head, gorilla style. Hey, we can find the dungeon's evil master. Where's he at? He's up in the upper right corner. Got it. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh yeah, so it's just kind of a similar appeal. to me. The dungeon in the middle of the town. It feels the same way as like having a mine. It's almost funnier when it's just a straight up dungeon, because at least a mine is like there's a justification you could come up with. You know, people mine. That's what that is, like a job that you can have. You can be a miner, and there are towns that crop up around mines. This is a real phenomenon. I was like inside this thing and it did not hurt me. That's crazy. That's craziness. All right. So that is what I want right there, is that treasure chest. And I appear to have effed up by going through this door. So I think we're going to have to take the full lap around again. And then go in underneath. And I'm like 90% confident that that is going to be our big key, which we can then move on to the rest of the dungeon. From this opening little area. At least it's pretty quick. Oh, I didn't even see that happen. Pretty funny. Reminds me of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga when Popple pops out behind you. Yep, there it is. Beautiful stuff. We'll play that game on the channel at some point, for sure. That's definitely a game I've thought about playing many times as well. Honestly, I think my only hang-up on it was length. That it's kind of a long game. But at this point, now that I've done Dragon Quest IV, certainly Dragon Quest IV is longer than Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, and more challenging. So, you know, I've basically proven I'm up to the task, I think. I might have done it instead of this game if I hadn't just played Mario Sunshine, and you know, just the idea of doing 2 Mario games in a row, but I guess that shit doesn't really matter that much. I don't know what's in this chest. This might just be like rupees. Yeah, that's fine. So Hasrula told me I must never fail to collect every chest in every dungeon, so that's what I'm gonna do. Except for the last dungeon where I intentionally skipped a room, but that doesn't count. Where's my locked door, man? I thought it was in here, but I guess it's in the other. I guess it's in here. I guess it's one room over. Yeah, there she is. All right, how do we get up there? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. There's a whole dungeon to explore, man. There we go. I like that part of the dungeon. I don't think we ever have to come back there, but I do like that part of the dungeon. I don't know. It's a neat little like puzzle room. Sometimes it's fun to have a dungeon where the puzzle isn't like, what do I do with these blocks? But just navigation. You know, navigation is a very satisfying puzzle, at least in my opinion. You know, that's why like Shin Megami Tensei 3 is such a good game. What do we got here? Oh, this is the boss room, but there's no boss. What gives? Guess we'll have to come back. I don't know. Something's up. Boss is absent. Boss is fucking at lunch. Bro cannot be fucking bothered to come into work today. Ugh. But yeah, I sent my boss a thing that's like, hey man, well, okay, so on Sunday, I sent him a thing that was like, hey, when I accepted the job offer a couple days ago, it said I would start on Thursday. Is that still the plan? And he was like, yeah, I don't know exactly what time yet, but I'll let you know later this week. And I was like, all right, cool. I didn't really push the issue because I was like, okay, well, he's saying he's gonna let me know, so he'll let me know. Well, I literally, as I said, I start tomorrow. I still don't know. Like the store opens at 10 a.m. I want to say, and I'm recording this at 2 p.m. So they want me there presumably in less than 24 hours, but I still don't know like when though. Like should I come? I mean, if I don't hear anything, I'll just show up at 10. I'll just show up at the store open and be like, hey, I'm supposed to start today. What's good? You know. And the worst thing they can do is say, you're not starting today. Go home, and I'll go home. Kind of get my ass kicked by this conveyor belt also. Ooh. There we go. This is a scary room. I'm sure there's a reason I have to push that button, but I'm gonna choose not to push it just yet. Oh God. Frightening. Oh my. I can't reach. What is this fucking horrifying thing? I don't like it. Reminds me of Reminds me of a Pikmin enemy. It reminds me of the glittering flint beetle, if you remember that object. Or if you just know it from your own independent life. Link, it's me, Zelda. Don't be deceived by the magic of Blind the Thief. Be careful. Blind the Thief, huh? There's a switch to push here. But now that I've gotten Zelda's hint, I kind of want to push this guy. Oops. Well, now it's just all a mess. It's just a fucking nightmare. Let's just get the hell out of here. Okay. There we go. What are you doing? What are you about? There's all kinds of strange things to interact with in this room. Oh my god, the Dark World ropes? How often do you get to see this enemy? I can't even think of another time. I think like most breakable ground, we can bomb this. But it's just going to drop us down into the room below with all the spikes. No, doesn't bomb. Okay. What do I know? Oh god. They're like almost frog-like, but they're clearly supposed to be like some kind of a bug, I think. I say clearly and then I say I think, because that's the kind of guy I am. Okay, well, a conspicuous room with bombs and a big shining light on a cracked hole in the floor, or rather just a cracked floor. I'm going to take that as a minor suggestion, a light suggestion, that it might benefit me to blow it up. And we're done. How about that? It made a noise. Didn't really do anything, did it? But it did make a noise. I don't know if we can... certainly not all of these are blow-upable. Yeah, I don't even think most of them are. Which is honestly a little confusing, because that one in that room we clearly are supposed to mess with. Whatever. I guess at this point in the game, you, as a player, already know that you can blow up the floor, because you had to do it in at least one previous dungeon. So, whatever. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drink my medicine. Why not? Why shouldn't I drink it? Okay. So, we have pushed this button. That might have been the real benefit. Yeah, because it also lets us go through here. Aha! Whoa. Oh my god, so much going on. Okay, hold on. Check my map. So we can go south. I'm not really sure why. And then we can go down a level. What is south? Oh, this is just going to be 2 skulls. Yeah. Funny room. I don't know why they even do this. I guess just for the soul. We can't go back that way. Alrighty. I'm going to say we call it there on this one. And we will wrap up this dungeon in the next one. I think we don't have very much left to do at all. So, you know, yay. I'll kill this stupid fuck. Alright. Yay.